Hello YouTube. My name is Stacy. I'm known here as Flighty Rambler, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel today. Please excuse my voice once again. I am still recovering from that cold, and my voice is just not the way it should be. I'm starting a new to me prompt hosted here on YouTube by Cat Hand. It's her mixed media morsel, Altered Card Play, and I'll leave a link to her channel listed in the description box below. She has 4 categories on her prompt challenge. The theme this month is celebration. The technique is to use a stencil and then some add-ons such as add a bird and stripes. And for extra credit, we can use a ribbon. So I'm going to start by using one of these jumbo playing cards I picked up in a haul video recently. I'll have a link to that video in the top right hand corner. Playing cards are notoriously shiny, which means that they have either a plastic coating or are made of plastic. So I'm going to start by adding some tissue paper to add some tooth so that other products and media will stick. To start things off, I'm going to choose this fun celebratory napkin. I'm going to pull the plies apart by getting my fingertips sticky with some collage glue. I'm going to choose to use the second ply of this napkin. I feel the colors are more muted and they just appealed to me today. I'm going to collage it down with my collage glue, which is a mixture of matte Mod Podge and water. And I'm going to pat the tissue down to give it a lot of texture. Once everything is dry, I'm going to take a pair of scissors and trim away the excess tissue paper. Next, it's time for some scribble journaling and mark making with this 2HB pencil. to continue the theme of celebration, I'm going to use this happy birthday stamp and stamp it in the background. I'm taking some creative license here. I'm going to tick off 2 for 1 here. I'm going to use the technique of use the stencil and the add-on of add stripes because I see stripes within this stencil. I'm going to look through this Birds and Blooms magazine from July 2012. I picked up a small stack of these years ago. I have about 6 of them and they have some fabulous images. I'm going to choose this one because I like the colors and the scale. The first time I fussy cut the image, I left a small green border around everything, and in the end, I didn't like how it looked. So I fussy cut it again, this time trimming close to the image itself. And when I auditioned it on my playing card, I didn't like how it looked, so I'm going to mount it on a piece of cardstock and then trim it up again, leaving a white border around the image. Then I'll take black archival ink and ink around the edges of the bird. And it turns out I don't like the white on white, so I thought I would try to tone the background into a brownish color by using some white gesso and then tinting it with a bit of instant coffee. Once it's dry, I'm going to ink up the edges of the playing card. I feel that I've lost a lot of the texture that I built up, so after I'm done inking the edges of this playing card, I'll go over very lightly the top of the texture to make it pop again. Because there's a lot of texture on the background, once I put the bird down and smooth it out, I'm going to weight it down with a heavy book so that it adheres nice and firm. I've created a non-porous surface on this bird by adding a layer of collage glue on top, and that gives me an opportunity to use these Pitt Artists pens. They're filled with an India ink, which means I have a couple of seconds to smudge them before they dry permanent. So I'm going to add some color and detail to this bird by adding in more color. The extra credit portion on this is to add some ribbon. I don't have a lot of ribbon, so I'm going to use these laces. Now it's a white on white application here, and after the lace goes down, I stare at this project for a long time. I've fulfilled the challenge, however, I'm not enjoying the final outcome. So I'm going to use my Sakura jelly rolls, and since I couldn't decide on one color, I decide to use a lot of the neons that I have in my stash to fill the white border in with a blast of color. Now, while I was having such a good time coloring everything, I forgot to check to make sure everything was in frame. So I feel the white on off-white of the lace on the background. It's getting lost. I'm not really seeing the pretty details. So I'm going to use the pens, the Pitt Artist pens and the Sakura Jelly Roll pens and add details to the lace. And while the Pitt Artist's pens did add color to the lace, it was a bit splotchy. So I decided to get out my acrylic ink in fluorescent orange and just color it in. And oh my goodness, it is beautiful. I'm really liking how the project is coming together. The colors are making me happy again. I'm glad that I worked through that block of what to do after it got too white. And I'm going to add a thicker orange border around everything to give it a better frame. And I really like how it turned out. The neon colors make me smile. I like the detail work on the bird. I do go in and add more green to the left-hand wing there. And I'll put pictures of that here. And that's it for this video. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I encourage you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.